welcome to the Mikey Report. So glad you could be here on the show. We have quite an interesting guest, a man who is very close to me and a great buddy. But I'll tell you more about him in just a bit. But first, some big topics today in the world. First off, we got a croc who decided to swallow a cell phone. In the Ukraine, a woman decided to end up dropping her cell phone in an aquarium in Kiev, and it was before she could get a picture, and the croc ended up snagging the phone. So you could probably try calling the lady, but she won't pick up. Instead, probably the croc's stomach. Also, how many watch American Idol? I mean, I haven't watched it since, I think, the days where Carrie Underwood was on show, I think season 5. But, I mean, ratings have dropped ever since Simon and Paula left. And last night they lost 4 million more viewers on the second night of their 11th season. So I believe that is a downturn. So I think American Idol's hitting more sharps and flats than they are solid high notes. But that's just my personal opinion. And then we also have a story out of California.
I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm sure people don't even realize this story. Second graders in California practicing sexual acts, and the teacher was actually present but didn't do anything. So the teacher ended up
suspended indefinitely. So what does that tell us? Kids are learning sex ed in 2nd grade instead of in their sophomore year? I find that very interesting. But stats were mixed today, actually, on reports from General Electric earnings very big. So you often wonder, is the power from GE fueling the stock market? But, like I said, we have a great show for you. We have a wonderful, kind man, Mr. John Yunghans on the show tonight. Great man after my own heart, so I'm very happy to welcome the young man. So you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mikey Report. Wonderful that you could be a part with us. Now, before I bring out the Mr. Yunghans for tonight, I want to actually delve into the NFL playoffs. I know I have a baseball mug, but we have football going on this weekend, Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. NFC playoffs are the Bears and Packers at Soldier Field in Chicago, and in Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, the AFC Championship, which is between the Jets and the Steelers. So I'm going to run down my picks for Sunday's action. First off, the NFC Championship, which is at 3 o'clock on Fox, between the Packers and the Bears. Both teams are going to be extremely high offensively and defensively. So, myself, I would pick the Packers to edge the Bears. I know Scritch would not be happy on that pick, but, I mean, it's an NFC North rivalry, and I think the Packers might have the edge on that. Also, for the AFC Championship, Jets and Steelers, it's going to be tough. Santonio Holmes comes back to Heinz Field to face his old team, and in my personal opinion, I think the Steelers end up coming out with the victory over the Jets. I'm not going to give scores. I'll save that for Sunday, when we have our other guests. Oh, speaking of our other guests, I want to run down the lineup for this weekend, for these upcoming days. Saturday, we have Ruslan Hogg on the show. Great man of God, and actually won the... I think he's actually Ukrainian too, so I mean that's definitely a plus in the Ukraine side. I think we actually have Ukraine as a viewer. I have to check the insights again on YouTube, on our channel. Also, Sunday I mentioned we're going to have a very early Mikey report, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, live taping here in the studio. It is Aaron Stewart and Matt Oliphant, 2 sports enthusiasts, and Matt Oliphant is the Alpha Male founder here on this campus. So we're hoping to have him. We're hoping to have a good episode and talk with them. Tuesday we have illustrator Brian Maya. He had to reschedule from this past Wednesday. Illustrator Brian Maya of the children's book Nightmare. Don't want to miss that one. We want to promote that book. That's available on Amazon as well as Barnes & Noble. And we have on Friday night, and next Friday night, Isaac McKnight. Eccentric but very great man of God. He's been wanting to be on the show for a while, so it's going to be nice to have him share his story, share his heart. But we'll be right back with more after this. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mikey Report. We have a great show again. We have a wonderful young man, a junior in college from Plymouth, New Hampshire. The kindest man that I have come to know. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. John Yunghans.
Hey,
John,
Mikey.
welcome to the show, bud.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, man. I've always wanted to be able to be on your show.
A lot of people have definitely said that, and you are one person who I've always wanted to have. Like I said, you're one of the kindest people I know.
Oh, Mikey.
I know you say that about me as well, so I mean, it's just kindness all around. So, I mean, how did you come to college from Plymouth, New Hampshire?
Well,
This college in Pennsylvania, I have to say, because you have Zion Bible College up there in Massachusetts.
That's
so,
true.
I mean,
there's Gordon up there too.
yeah. So, I mean, it definitely seems like a trek for you. So, how did it come about?
Well, I wish it were a quick story. Mainly, I was interested in either going into the pastoral ministry or education, and Valley Forge had both. And also, I was interested in a real, lively spiritual environment, like a greenhouse effect, to grow my relationship with the Lord. Because I knew this time would be short. And granted, college isn't necessarily a realistic experience of life in general, maybe, because it's such a crazy way of life. But nevertheless, if it was going to be crazy, this is the crazy experience that I was looking for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of crazy experiences. You lived here on this floor where our studios are in Damiani Hall.
Yeah.
And to be granted, I miss you on this floor. You're
Mikey.
and that. So
I moved away.
Yeah.
Across the road there.
Down the hall. Down the hall to Beisel, but I mean, life goes on. And another thing that I found crazy was when I first found out about your beatboxing.
Oh, the beatboxing, yes. Actually, my whole family does it. My sister can do it too. We've had lots of shows together. We've competed in talent shows, much like the one on campus with Sarah Medell and Ruth Aldridge, where we took second place.
Nice. Nice. Maybe you could sample a little bit of your beatboxing for our wonderful Mikey Report audience on YouTube.
I would be delighted to beatbox for YouTube.
So, take it away. Very impressive indeed. So, that was a very impressive beatbox there, John. I mean, you could be on Rockapella for all we know.
I know. I want a song on Guitar Hero.
That's if we're making... that's if they're still making it at that point. I mean, there's so many progressing.
I know.
But you mentioned about the pastoral ministry and that. And where do you plan on taking that?
I plan on taking that into the world. I want people to know that Christ loves them, and that's why he died for them, and that they can find security, they can find hope, they can find all those missing pieces in our lives in Christ himself. I want to know him better and make him known. Right now in my life, I'm in the first step of knowing him better. And that's why I'm here at Valley Forge. That's why I've chosen this biblical track. I'm loving it. And I cannot wait to see where the Lord is going to take me with him. Ultimately, his glory is the goal and the purpose. And I'm excited, man.
I'm excited for you, man. And, I mean, we have so much that we can live for, but only a short time. That's probably one of the reasons why I do so much. I mean, for those of you who know me, I have done tremendous amount of stuff. If you've seen my Facebook, I mean, there's a whole slew of things between announcing basketball, working in the mailroom. I've worked in fast food. I've had my own ministry for now. It's, well, under its current title, it's been 6 years.
Wow, Mikey. That is a lot. I mean, you do a lot. I know that you...
And having this show, too. So.
You do the show. The mailroom, 3 words, the mailroom is not enough to cover all that you do there. You do so much. You process, let's say that every student on campus gets 2 pieces of paper. That is over 1,600 documents. You got to process, put in the right place, and send their outgoing documents, and you got to, what else you do? Tell me what else you do.
Oh, wow. I mean, it's not supposed to be about me, but, I mean, there's just an incredible amount of stuff. I mean, we got to make sure the keys are processed during the summer, and when you guys give them back. There's just... And forwards and returns, we got to take care of that because we have people who leave and mail that still comes for students or former faculty. So there's just so much that just is enveloped in that. And so there's just not enough to really describe what I do.
I know. You're the juncture between the rest of the world and Valley Forge Christian College. It comes through you. So y'all have to say you're a busy guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is more of a juncture to the world because...
Good point. Yeah.
As I've stated before, the one slogan that's on some of my stuff on the Cafe Press shop. So if you guys are watching, make sure you check out the Cafe Press shop, cafepress.com/TheMikeyReportShop. Buy some stuff. It'll be worth it, especially if you get that slogan around the world and everywhere, The Mikey Report. Because we're in 48 states and 38 countries. I mean, I just told you this before we came, I told you that before we came on the air, but I mean, that's just an incredible number, considering we're only in our first year as a show. I just started this show back in late June.
Wow, Mikey. That's something to report.
Well, we've already done that. So, I mean, I'm shocked as to the viewers in Europe. Thank you, Europe, for all your support. And, I mean, I'm shocked we've had people in the Middle East, too.
Yeah.
Qatar, Saudi Arabia. I think we've had some in Iran or Iraq as well. So, and Israel, I think, too. So.
Wow, Mikey.
Definitely a lot. But, it's like I said, this isn't about me, even though my name's on the title.
What's your goal with the show?
Well, I'm not sure exactly what my goal is. I just want to make people laugh, make people have enjoyment, and be able to be informed as well. That's pretty much my goal for this show.
So you want to inform them, provide entertainment, and get worldwide?
Pretty much.
Okay.
But, I mean, what else is there that people don't know about you? I mean, there's some stuff that you definitely don't want to delve into, which I know personally, and we can just keep it that way.
Yeah, well, what stuff you don't know about me? Okay, if my shoes aren't exactly a certain tightness, I have to tie them no matter where I am. Let's see, what else people don't know about me? I had a bad hair day last Wednesday.
Ooh.
I know, if you didn't notice, it was bad.
I actually didn't notice. I have more bad hair days than you, probably.
It's probably why that's one of the things people don't know about me. So, let's see, what else? I spend a lot of time in the SRC, the library on campus.
Yes. Well, that's one thing I do know about you, because,
okay.
And I think a lot of people do. You are a very studious individual.
Thank you, Mikey.
Studious, kind, I mean, you're like the example of the really good college student. I'm good, and I'm like, you have that balance. Some of us have a balance where it's just, where we're studious, where you have your studiousness, you have social, you have your alone time, you have your spiritual time.
Try to exercise.
Physical time. I mean, you cover all the bases. Some of us don't always get those bases covered due to the simple fact that we're either A, lazy, or B, some of us just take too much time doing one thing instead of another.
Right.
I mean, I have to admit, I'm like a social butterfly.
Oh, you are? Everyone likes you.
Yeah, I mean, everyone likes me, and I practically know almost everybody in this campus because of how small it is, for one. For two, I'm in like the primest location of all.
Well, yeah, everyone has to get their mail. They'll come and see you.
Yeah. There's 2 prime locations. Well, 3, now that I think about it. The mailroom.
Yep.
The cafeteria.
Oh, yeah.
And the gym.
Yeah.
Especially during basketball games.
Yeah, definitely. Gym packs out.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. Last night especially. Oh, speaking of Valley, if you didn't check my Facebook, Valley Forge over LBC. Women, 74-39. Men, 64-45. It was pretty much... it's a rivalry, but, I mean, it was definitely more Valley Forge's favor. Especially with the pit, because the pit gets loud.
Oh, yeah.
crowd is intense. People are on the baselines, up in our pit crew area, well, formerly known as pit crew area, but we all are known as the riot squad.
The riot squad, formerly known as the pit crew?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Pretty much. Yeah, the balcony is where we used to have the pit crew, but now everyone's just known as the riot squad.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of weird because we have the shirts that emphasize riot and then the Pat. And I was talking with a student this afternoon, and he was like, John, I want to know who Pat is. And I thought to myself, like, they should make a shirt that just says Pat with the arrow pointing up or something. Like, here I am, I'm Pat. I'm Pat and I bring the riot.
Oh, wow. That actually is one of the funniest stories I've ever heard.
Wow, that's the funniest one?
I've never heard that done before because everyone thinks, okay, you see the Pat in one color, riot in another, and the squad in, I think, either the same color as the Pat or a different color. And you just know because you have Patriot, squad, but the riot is like in a different color, so you know it's riot squad.
Riot squad.
So you often wonder that, and especially with your story, how in the world do they get that idea?
The riot thing?
No, the Pat thing.
Oh, the Pat thing. Well, I mean, it's the Patriot, you know, it's not a bad wordplay there. But, you know, there's a lot of question.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Honest, sometimes stupid questions get stupid answers, but...
Yeah. I've heard there's no such thing as a stupid question. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, stupid questions, it all depends on if, like, there's the phrase, there's no such thing as stupid question, but there's the phrase, stupid questions get stupid answers.
Yeah, so which phrase is true?
That's like a contradiction or oxymoron of sorts, if you'd ask me. But, and I mean, it all depends on your point of view, I think.
Ooh,
which is a lot about theology too. But I think we're coming close to our time here tonight, and that. So I mean, I don't even know what time it is right now. I'm losing track of it all. Oh yeah, we definitely are running low on time tonight. So for all of us, I have to say see you for tonight, but for everyone here, for the Mikey Report, John Yunghans, thank you once again.
Thanks, Mike. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine. And I'll be back tomorrow night with wonderful guest Ruslan Hogg. Definitely a great man of God, and great Ukrainian too. One of the first big fans of the Mikey Report, actually.
Really?
Yeah. So you don't want to miss it tomorrow night. So for John and myself and the rest of the crew that we may have, our logo designer Chris, Mike Jones, and all our sponsors, BeuttlerDownVideos, definitely check out their video, Retard Loses to Pac-Man, and that's their latest. And they have, I think, about maybe 12 more videos. Also, check out the Mikey Report website and shop, MikeyReport.webs.com and cafepress.com/the Mikey Report shop. We're also on Twitter and Facebook. Dang, I'm just all over, aren't I?
It's true. You need a mug that says the Mikey Report on it. You can't drink coffee without the Mikey Report.
Or Dr. Pepper.
Or Dr. Pepper, or whatever you would put. Well, no, Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, coffee, tea, doesn't matter. Now I have Dr. Pepper right now. I normally drink tea out of this, but it's not a Mikey Report mug. I plan on getting it soon, though.
That's right, Mikey. You need to have your mug.
But once again, for all of us here, good night, God bless, and see you next time right here on the Mikey Report.
Adios.